All right, let's dive right into a philosophical puzzle that, on the surface, seems pretty simple. But trust me, it has some really profound implications for how we understand, well, pretty much everything. So let's start with a question. What do these three things have in common? A physical book you can hold, the number 7, and the possibility that it might rain tomorrow. I mean, think about it. One is a solid object. One's a totally abstract concept. And one doesn't even exist yet. It's just a potential. They seem to belong in completely different universes, right? Well, what if I told you that a group of really smart philosophers would say that our gut feeling here is totally wrong? They argue that on the most fundamental level possible, all of those things are actually the same kind of thing. It's an answer that kind of messes with our basic assumptions about reality itself. And this solution, this powerful concept, has a great name. It's called the umbrella view. The core idea is beautifully simple. The umbrella view says there's one single, gigantic category that absolutely everything fits into. Just imagine a conceptual umbrella so massive it covers every single thing that exists, and even things that don't exist but that we can still talk about. Everything, and I mean everything, gets a spot underneath it. And here's the really crucial part of that idea. If everything fits under this one umbrella, that means there's nothing left outside of it. The category literally has no opposite. To put it another way, there's just no such thing as a non-object or a non-thing. Now, if you want the formal academic way of saying it, here it is. It's a maximally general ontological category under which all things fall. That word ontological just means it's about the nature of being or existence. So this is, quite literally, the biggest, most all-inclusive category you can possibly imagine. And look, this isn't just some quirky one-off idea from a single person. It's actually a point of really strong agreement among several major philosophers. They might have used different words here and there, but they all basically came to the exact same conclusion. And you can see that consensus right here. So the philosopher Lowe, he just calls it a thing. Super simple. Then you have Bertrand Russell, who uses the word term. And he's really careful to point out this includes imaginary stuff, like a chimera. For Strawson, it's an individual. And for Tugendhat, it's any object that we can refer to when we say the word something. So you see what's happening? They're using different labels, thing, term, object, but the core concept is identical. And this powerful agreement is what gives the umbrella view so much philosophical weight. It's not just a fringe idea. Okay, so this is where the idea really starts to flex its muscles. If we go along with these thinkers, what does that actually do to the way we see the world? Is this all just a word game that philosophers play, or does accepting this view have, real implications for how we understand reality? Oh yeah, it absolutely does. The biggest thing it means is that all the divisions we think are so important, like physical versus abstract or real versus fictional, they're actually pretty superficial. At the most basic level of what it means to be, all of the following things are in the exact same club. And this is where you just see the incredible, mind-bending scope of it all. We're talking about gods and books, musical works like a Beethoven symphony and possibilities, numbers, institutions like colleges, even abstract properties like redness, and yeah, even mythical creatures like chimeras. In this ultimate sense, they're all the same kind of entity. They're all just things. So from the divine to the everyday, from something solid you can touch to something purely imaginary, it doesn't matter. They all have a place. They all fall under that one single unifying umbrella. So here's the crucial point. The umbrella view isn't just a clever thought experiment. It's a profound challenge to our common sense way of sorting the world into neat little boxes. It really pushes us to ask whether the lines we draw between different kinds of things are as real and as deep as we've always assumed. And that's really what I want to leave you with. It's such a simple shift in perspective, but it has these massive implications. So here's a final thought to chew on. If everything, from the phone in your hand to the concept of justice, is fundamentally just a thing, what does that change about how you see the world? It's pretty wild to think about.